That was the Shadows with FBI. Hello, everybody. I think it's a French pressing, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think this is French. Most of the singles I'm going to be playing tonight are going to be from picture sleeves, reissues, mostly from various places. A lot of newer stuff too. I pulled from my main 45 section, which I don't usually use. And before I get too far, hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. I had to restart my computer 3 times. I was having major technical difficulties. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to come on at one point. Just horrible. And then StreamYard didn't remember who I was. And, you know, typical stuff for me. So I'm sorry I'm late. I should have been early, but, you know, stuff happens because I have to use my old computer for this. My new computer doesn't like it when you play music. It's probably a setting that I don't know about, but so I'm using my old laptop, and it wasn't happy, which is often the case. Anyway, hello. I haven't said hello. Scotty Stricknine, Doc Dacus, Rob Scare Music, AZ Mick. Anybody else I've missed? Hello. I hope you're all doing well. This is another French 45, I think. This is the Dave Clark 5 with Wild Weekend. This is another, I believe this is a French reissue. Same series, probably, actually, as the last one. I am going to be playing a lot of newer stuff tonight. I have nothing. I pulled records earlier, but I thought I would have time to go through them a little bit, and this computer thing just took all of my time away. I didn't show you the label. I just realized on that last one. Sorry about that. Here's the label on this one. This is another reissue. Dave Clark 5, Wild Weekend. Let me try to get myself together a little bit here while we listen to this one, and then we'll see if we can't. Every show starts out in a shambles when I do this, doesn't it? Every single one. Hope the sound's okay, by the way. Saturday night, everybody have fun. You don't know, but I'm having me some. Get me hooked on our time.
Said come and live and have a good time. Get all dressed up and I took your eye. Why'd you act like you teach me right? Well, weekend, feeling like a rockin', rockin' and rollin'.
The Dave Clark 5 Wild Weekend. Actually, we call it having a wild weekend, I think, in America, but Wild Weekend from, I believe it's a French reissue 45. Hello, everyone. Kimba, hello. Hello, Nick Pantazzi. Hello, Christian, and there's somebody else that I missed. Dusty, hello. Trying to remember everybody, but there's enough of you that it's scrolling fairly quickly. So 24 people here already. Thank you all. I appreciate that. DJ Trish, hello. And I know I've missed some of you. Your names will keep commenting and your names will come up and I'll see it. And then I will say hello. Because I do have on my big screen, my big monitor, I can read the chat, which is unusual, but for me, this one's on this Chelsea label. And that's all I'm going to tell you about that right now. I'm going to dedicate this to Doc for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But this is the wonderful Johnny Whitaker. And this is Friends, of course, featured in the Sigmund and the Sea Monster television show. And here you go, Johnny Whitaker with Friends. And I'm still working on getting combobulated. Try to enjoy this.
There's nothing like a day out on the beach when all it does is rain. You need somebody else to make the sun come out again. When you find that special someone you never expected to, it'll make you believe in magic. It could change your life for you. Talking about friends, what it's all about, friends. Can't live without friends, won't let you down. You gotta have friends. Talking about friends, knocking at your door, friends. That's the friends that go friends. If you're young or old, everybody needs friends. I must admit my life has changed since you came on the scene. And everything is twice as nice if you know what I mean. I can't change the way I feel, and I wouldn't if I could. I never had someone before who made me feel so good. Talk about friends, what it's all about, friends. Can't live without friends, won't let you down. You gotta have friends. Talk about friends, knocking at your door, friends. That's the friends of friends. You got more, everybody needs friends, friends, friends. Now friends, friends, what it's all about, friends, friends, friends. Gotta live without friends who won't let you down. You gotta have friends, friends, friends. I can have your friends, friends, friends. That's the friends who want friends. If you're young or old, everybody needs friends, friends, friends. What it's all about, friends, friends, friends. Can't live without friends who won't let you down. You gotta have friends, friends, friends.
Broken ending. Johnny Whitaker with Friends. And I agree with this song, actually. Friends are what it's all about. So, friends, thank you for stopping by here tonight. Of course, Stephen Schnee is feeling under the weather and didn't really want to do a ski lodge tonight. And so I'm filling in, as it were. And I appreciate everybody stopping by and hanging out and listening to me play good, bad, and ugly 45s. That was probably part of the bad. This next one, I just feel like I have to do because we just lost this guy last week. And not good. Dwight Twilly, I'm on fire. His biggest, well, biggest or second biggest American hit. I'm not really sure. Probably his biggest. And that's the late great Phil Seymour on the back, who we lost quite a long time ago. But now they're both gone. And this is an original copy on Shelter Records. Dwight Twilly's biggest hit, I'm on fire. R.I.P. Mr. Twilly. I was in a chat room with him just a few months ago. So it's I was really saddened and surprised to see him go. Anyway, here's Dwight Twilly. I'm on fire. And hello, Beetle Babe and AZ Mick and whoever else I mix, Fox Guy. I'm pretty sure I said hello to Kimba. Um, Anybody else I've missed, hello. And I'm sorry I forgot you, Beetle Babe, because you were the one I wanted to remember and I forgot. So thanks for stopping by. And here's some Dwight Twilly. I'm on fire. Dwight Twilly with I'm on Fire, his biggest, I think that's his first single, actually. Um, there's videos of it where he's on shows and things, and Tom Petty's on bass for him live because he made it before Tom Petty did. Um, and did I just freeze? Okay, yeah, I froze on my end for a second. I don't know if I froze everywhere, but yeah, Dwight Twilly, rest in peace, Mr. Twilly. Um, and hello, MC 1964, Brian Boru, and anybody else that I have missed. Saying hello to all of you. I appreciate you being here. By the way, I should mention that the turntable is hooked up in mono tonight. So if you're looking for stereo, you're not going to get it. I think mono's better for this anyway because I've got two speakers right here and two speakers all the way across the room where this laptop isn't going to pick them up. So mono's probably better for this anyway. And I think 45s usually sound better in mono anyway. Well, we all know one person that's in the chat, and since this one person is in the chat, this seems to be something I am forced to do. I don't have a choice. I don't have an option, but I have to play this record every time this person is in the room. So here you go. This is Kimba's song, everybody. This is the Fun and Games with the grooviest girl in the world. Enjoy. Play it every time. She was standing over by the telephone. What a beautiful girl. Standing in the phone, giving me a sweet makes me wanna give her a whirl. Hey, little Judy in the sky, my Lucy in the sky, come follow me in my world. 'Cause you're the prettiest girl in the world. You're a pretty boy to the race. You're the prettiest girl in the world. You're the prettiest girl in the taste. Walking such a long way, talking to her all day, sipping on a strawberry fish. Playing with her long hair, saying how much I care, telling her how baby she is. Hey, little Judy in the sky, my Lucy in the sky, come fly with me in my love. 'Cause you're the prettiest girl in the world. You're a pretty boy to the race. You're the prettiest girl in the world. Every girl you make you taste. Cause you're the prettiest girl in the world. You're a pretty boy to the race. You're the prettiest girl in the world. And every girl you make your face. There we go. Around here, we just call that Kimba's song. That was the Fun and Games on Uni Records. Maybe the only 45 I'm going to play that does. I don't have a picture to sleep for tonight. What I did is I rated my 45s that are actually still in alphabetical order, which is why you're hearing stuff I don't usually play, but they won't be in alphabetical order anymore, will they? Because who knows when I'll get them put back. Anyway, I had a request for Sadler and Young, but I don't have any on 45, so that's not happening. But I do have a little bit of Tom Jones with Love Me Tonight. So we can do that instead. Sorry, Doc. We'll do some Tom Jones on Parrot. And then I've got one I hope Brinley will like. And hello, Brinley. Nice to see you here. And here we go, some Tom Jones, and then one I'm hoping Brinley will like. It's not the usual Roy Wood one, though. Sorry, Brin. I don't know where that is.
I know that it's late and I really must leave you alone. But you're good to hold and I feel such a long way from home. Yes, I know that our love is still new. But I promise it's gonna be true. Please let me stay, don't you send me away, oh no, no. Tell me, baby, that you need me, say you'll never leave me, love me tonight. Only now my heart is aching, and until the dawn is breaking, love me tonight. Something is burning inside, something that can't be denied. I can let you out of my sight, darling. Love me tonight. I've waited so long for the girl of my dreams to appear. And now I can hardly believe that you really are here. Here in my arms you belong. How can this feeling be wrong? Darling, be kind, for I'm out of my mind over you. Oh, tell me, baby, that you need me. Say you'll never leave me or love me tonight. Baby, now the pain is stronger. I can't wait a moment longer. Love me tonight. Something is burning inside. Something that can't be denied. I can let you out of my sight, darling. Love me tonight. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you tonight. Love me tonight.
Ha! Tom Jones with Love Me Tonight on Parrot Records. Gotta love some Tom Jones. I think you have to be a certain amount of cool to love Tom Jones, actually, because he might be so uncool that you have to be cool to like him, you know? Anyway, great 45, I think. One of my 5 favorite Tom Jones songs. Anyway, I know Brinley's a fan of this guy, so I'm gonna take a shot here and give you a hint. This is an import, probably from the UK. It's on Swan Song Records. Maybe you can read the title, maybe you can't. Not too many people were on Swan Song Records, but this guy was. This is Mr. Dave Edmunds, and song written by Elvis Costello, but it was sort of a nothing thing, kind of like Crawling from the Wreckage, written by Graham Parker. Dave Edmunds took both of these songs, which weren't much, and turned them both into something that were really good. So here's Dave Edmunds with Girls Talk. Enjoy it, everyone, especially Brinley. And hello, Captain Copter. Just saw you. Hello.
can't you talk any louder? Don't come any closer, don't come any nearer. My vision of you can't come any clearer. Oh, I just wanna hear girls talk. Got a loaded imagination inspired by girls talk. It's a more violent situation inspired by girls talk. But I can't say what you wanna hear. I suppose you're gonna have to pay right here and now. Girls talk and they wanna know. Girls talk and they say it's right now. Girls talk if they say that it's so. Don't they think that I know by now? The word up on everyone's lips and that you're dedicated. You may not be the old-fashioned girl, but you're gonna get dated. Was it really murder? Were you just pretending? Thinking I never heard you ever living? Girls talk and they wanna know how. Girls talk and they say it's not allowed. Girls talk and they think they know how. Girls talk and they say that it's so. Don't they think that I know by But I can't say what you wanna hear. I suppose you're gonna have to say right here, right here. There are some things you can't cover up in music and louder. But I heard you mention that you can't talk any louder. Don't come any closer, don't come any nearer. I'm out of you, and I'm clearer. Girls talk, and they wanna know how. Girls talk, and they say it's not allowed. Girls talk, and they think they know how. Girls talk, girls talk, girls talk, girls talk, girls talk, girls talk.
Dave Edmunds covering Elvis Costello, whose demo of this is literally a nothing song, and he turned it into something fantastic. Girls Talk, Dave Edmunds on the Swan Song label. And I agree with everything you said, Brindley. Rock Pile may be, like, for me, the tightest band that ever was. I have a bootleg, I forget what it's called, it's on CD, of a live show from around 1980. And these guys, it's the best live album I've ever heard by anybody. These guys are just so, and Nick Lowe and Dave Edmunds both had the flu, and it can't even stop them. They were an incredible band. Anyway, onward and upward. How about you're not used to seeing this band on this label. This is a Japanese import. It's on the Victor label. Can you see what that is? This is the Monkees with I Want to Be Free. This is a Japanese single. I'm not going to pull it out of the plastic. I hope you can see it. And the thing about I Want to Be Free as a single is this came out at the time, I think. I'm not exactly sure when it came out, but this is the fast version. This is the version that was featured in the pilot of the show. This isn't the version that came out on the album, which is interesting. This 45 isn't minty, unfortunately, but it's great having the fast version of I Want to Be Free on a 45. So here we go. Put them in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, everybody. The Monkees. Oh, it's not. Wait, I'm wrong. I thought it was the fast version.
I wanna be free.
Now I'm confused.
Like the bluebirds flying by me, like the winds out on the blue sea. If your love has to tie me, don't try me, say goodbye. I wanna be free. Don't say you love me, say you like me. But when I need you beside me, stay close enough to guide me, confide in me. Whoa, whoa. I wanna hold your hand, walk along the sand, laughing in the sun, always having fun, doing all those things without any strings to tie me down. I wanna be free, like the warm September wind, babe. Say you'll always be my friend, babe. We can make it to the end, babe. Again, babe, I've gotta say, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
Man, I could have swore that was the fast version. I have it on a 45 somewhere. Maybe it's on a cereal box record. Maybe, I don't know. I could have swore it was this one. Anyway, sorry about that, but some monkeys I want to be free anyway, which was never on 45 in the US. So anyway, it's nice to have it on 45, even if it's not the version I thought it was. But oh well, I can't be right about everything. Yeah, there you go. The Monkeys. The A side of the single is theme from the Monkeys, by the way. And someone asked, I've already forgotten where the best place might be to pick up the red and the blue. I don't know. I would if their websites are working, you can check out first the in-store thing at Walmart, Target, whatever. Otherwise, you just either call or just go. I have no idea. Targets are weird. Targets might get them in and might not put them out. You got to kind of ask at Target sometimes. But I don't know. Hello, Deadeye 83. Anybody else that I have missed? Jenny, B-sides, hello. Anyway, this one's for Robert S. If you can't read it, and I don't know if you can, you'll recognize the label anyway. This was not a huge hit for Elton, but it's one of my favorite songs. It's a single only. It wasn't an album track. This is a great track called Ego by Sir Elton John.
Take a look at me now, take a taste of the money. I'm not in it for the bread, I'm in it for the grave. Honey, step on the bench, ice like lead. And take out the show twice nightly. I'm ready for the killing. Inflate my ego gently. Tell them heaven sent me. Oh, I'm so expressive and I'm so obsessed with my ego, and it's nothing moving from the rest. Divine the guess, I need the rest tonight. Do you remember acting loud? Do you? Romeo resplendent on an orange gaze. Do you remember how I would recite, how I know the light, and how my face? Or maybe I was childish, foolish, because foolish, amateurish, lose foolish. I have to go through my ego. Take a look at me now, take a look. I'm not in here for the bread, I'm in it for the grave. Come on, inflate my ego's gently. Oh, tell them how much sent me. Oh, I'm so expressive and I'm so obsessed with my ego, and this message going on the press. You find the guess I need the press tonight. Do you remember acting loud? Do you? Romeo is splendid on an orange case. Do you remember how I would recite, how I know the lines, and how my face? Well, maybe it was childish, foolish, because foolish, amateurish, lose trueness outside, and I said foolish, because foolish, amateurish, lose trueness, but I had to prove my ego.
Sir Elton John with Ego from about 1977, I believe. He didn't have an album out at the time. He just put it out as a single. This is when, at least for a time, he decided to get rid of all the costumes and the silly glasses, and she got the picture sleeve. That was, and I remember he was in People magazine at the time wearing a flannel shirt, and everybody's like, "Is that Elton John in a flannel shirt?" Yep. He just wanted to be a regular guy for a while. It didn't last forever, but it lasted a little while. And that's kind of what that song was about. We're going to get a little old and a little, I love this song, a little bit of a novelty song. Unfortunately, people used to write all over records, but this one, I can't even read the name of the label. Spore? SPQR, maybe? I don't know. This looks like Gary U.S. Bond's label, but I don't know. There's so much writing on it. But there you go. This is Jimmy Soul, and a fantastic little song from the early 60s. Very unpolitically correct these days. This is If You Want to Be Happy by Jimmy Soul.
Hey, if you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, never make a break, give up for your right. So for my personal point of view, this can be the girl to marry you. If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, never make a break, give up for your wife. So for my personal point of view, this can be the girl to marry you. My pretty thing wanna make your husband look small, and baby, all the causes is down fall. As soon as he marries her, then she starts to do the things that will break his heart. But if you make another woman your wife, you'll be happy for the rest of your life. And all the little ones will live on time. You'll always feel Take your confidence is a laugh. Catch if you wanna be happy for the rest of your life. Never make a break you want for your wife. So for my present, I wanna help you get another girl to marry you. Say, man, baby, I saw your wife yesterday, yeah. Yeah, she loved it. Yeah, you wanna be happy for the rest of your life. Never make a break you want for your wife. So for my present, I wanna help you get another girl to marry you. If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, never make a break you want for your wife. So for my present, I wanna help you get another girl to marry you.
Jimmy Soul, If You Wanna Be Happy. I love that song. On SPQR Records, a subsidiary of London, according to the picture sleeve. I guess I could have just looked at that, huh? Great little track there. And I forgot last set to welcome Robert P. Hello, Robert P. Thank you for joining us, my friend. And anybody else, again, I've missed. Keep commenting and I'll see your name eventually. We're going to go a little modern for this next one, but we're not going to do the hit version, regular version of the next track. We're going to do a sort of live version. It's not live in front of an audience, but this is the White Stripes. Recognize that label, and it is on red vinyl. And this is the acoustic version of the Hotel Yorba live at the Hotel Yorba. I like this version a lot better. Here we go, some White Stripes. Enjoy.
I was watching with one eye on the other side. I had 15 people telling me to move. I got moving on my mind. I found shelter in some stars turning wheels around. Said 39 times that I love you to the beauty I had found. Well, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, take the elevator at the Hotel Yorba. Gotta see you later. All I got inside is vacancy. I've been thinking of a little place down by the lake. They got a 30-year-old road leading up to the house. I wonder how long it will take till we're alone. Sitting on the front porch of that home, stomping our feet on the wooden floor. Never gotta worry about locking the door. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, take the elevator, the Hotel Yorba. Gotta see you later. All I got inside is vacancy. It might sound silly for me to think childish thoughts like these, but I'm so tired of acting tough, and I'm gonna do what I please. Let's get married in a big cathedral by a priest. Cause if I'm the man that you love the most, you could say I do at least. Well, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, take the elevator, the Hotel Yorba. Gotta see you later. All I got inside is vacancy. And it's the 4, 5, 6, 7, grab your umbrella. Grab hold of me, cause I'm your favorite fella. All I got inside is vacancy. Yeah.
Love hearing Meg sing along. The Hotel Yorba, which is a real place in Detroit, and I believe that on the picture sleeve they are standing out in front of it. I would be surprised if that isn't the Hotel Yorba, as the White Stripes, of course, were from Detroit. And there you go. And that's probably it as well. I've never been to Detroit. I'm just assuming, but I don't know why they wouldn't, if it was recorded there, why they wouldn't take pictures while they were there. Um, it only makes sense, really. Anyway, Jack and Meg on the Third Man label, of course. And again, I prefer the live version of that, the acoustic. And they do a great version. I'm not going to play it, but on the B side, a great version of Rated X, which is a Loretta Lynn song. Fantastic version of that as well on that 45. I'm gonna go back into the R&B thing. I'm gonna be all over the place tonight. I just feel like it. And this is a Cameo Parkway release, and this is the Times. And this is one of my favorite. I don't even know if you call this doo wop. Maybe it's late doo wop, but this is the Times with their fantastic "So Much in Love." I love this. This is one of my favorite like songs from this period. I don't do mellow that well, but when it comes to these guys, I do. The Times, "So Much in Love" on the Cameo Parkway label. And this is not a minty 45. Picture sleeve's nice. 45, not so much.
As we stroll along together, holding hands, walking all along. So in love are we two that we don't know what to do. So in love in the world as we stroll by the sea together under stars twinkling high above. So in love are we two, the world's but me and you. So in love, so much in love, so in love, so much in love. We stroll along together. I tell you, I need you all so much. I love you, my darling. Can you tell me my touch when we walk down the aisle together? We will vow to be together till we die. So much love that we'll do, just can't wait to say I do. So in love, you and I. So in love, you and I. So in
The Times was so in love. I wish my single was in better shape than that, but playable anyway. Picked that up at a thrift store. It cost me about 20 cents at some point in time. Um, Great single though. Um, for those that didn't join when I first came on, the 45s I'm playing tonight are a bit different from what I normally do. I went to my 45s that are actually in alphabetical order and in picture sleeves, and I pulled a bunch from there. So it's a different mix of what I usually do. By the way, if anybody has any requests, feel free, and I'll no guarantees, but I'll see what I can do. But anyway, the Time, "So Much in Love." And we're going to change it up 180 degrees here on this next one. I want to make sure I play the right side. I want to play the long side of this. This got popular in the late 80s. When I was a DJ, I would spin this almost every night. Um, I don't go in from remixes. I don't usually do remixes. I'm going to do a remix. This is the Ramones. I haven't heard this in a long time. I Want to Be Sedated, the remix. And none of the DJs at the place I DJ'd at knew about this, and they all went out and bought it. They all heard me play this and went, "Holy crap!" And every one of them went out and bought it for the other gigs that they had. So suddenly, this got played all over Buffalo, and I was the only one playing it to start with. But anyway, this is came out in 88, 89, something like that. The Ramones, "I Want to Be Sedated." It came out when this album came out. The I forgot what it's even called, but the two record set greatest hits came out. Um, they it's the regular version on one side and the remix on the other. Here's the remix of the Ramones I want to be sedated, changing it up quite a bit from the times.
Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. So when it's gonna fall out the door, I won't be sedated. Nothing to do, no way to go. I won't be sedated. Just give it to me, put me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go to sleep. I take it to my fingers, I take it to my brain. Oh no, oh, oh. So when it's gonna fall out the door, I won't be sedated. Nothing to do, no way to go. I won't be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go to sleep. I take it to my fingers, I take it to my brain. Oh no, oh, oh. So when it's 2024 out the door, I won't be sedated. Nothing to do, no way to go. I won't be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me to the show. Hurry, 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 before I go to the door. I take it to my fingers, I take it to my toes. No, no, oh, 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 oh. She has, oh, good. I won't be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go to sleep. I take it to my fingers, I take it to my brain. Oh no, oh, 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 oh.
a preview of the new Beatles Red and Blue albums there for you. That's the remix of Love Me Do. No, that was the Ramones with I Want to Be Sedated from the Ramones Mania album. I don't know how I could forget that, but I apparently did. Um, this was one of the first Ramones records I ever owned. I can't guarantee it was the first, but one of them. Great record. I still like it. I mean, I don't usually like that sort of thing, but anyway. And I don't have any Ernie Masekela on 45. Sorry about that. If I did, I'd play it. I don't even know if I have that song even on a comp anywhere, but I certainly don't have it on a 45. Sorry. And Robert S., I missed your request clearly earlier, but I saw it this time. Robot Man, and I know Doc likes this one too, and probably other people. This is Jamie Horton, who the last time I played this found out that Jamie Horton was Johnny Horton's wife. So there you go. Had her own musical career apparently, and it's a great song called "Robot Man." Forgot the record label name, and I can't see it, but there you go.
Listen to his alibis. I'm a robot man on my own. Never have to worry that he wouldn't come. He never dance with anyone but me. I just have to wind him with the robot key. I have a steady day. Yeah, 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 yeah. 7 nights a week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He would never fly. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause it would be impossible for him to speak no real life. So it's a robot man, I'm dreaming of. Cause you can depend upon a robot steady day, yeah, yeah, yeah. 7 nights a week, yeah, yeah, yeah. He would never fly, yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause it would be impossible for him to speak no real life boy. Give me the real, always take me kind and do whatever you do. So it's a robot man, I'm dreaming of. 'Cause you can depend upon a robot love, yeah. I know you can depend upon a robot love. 'Cause you can depend upon a robot love.
Jamie Horton with Robot Love by request from Robert S. Great. It's on Joy Records. That's the name of the label. Another 29-cent 45 find. You see a song called Robot Man on an obscure label for 29 cents, you pick it up. That's my advice to each and every one of you. You'll rarely be disappointed. I heard I'm gonna look for Bobby Fuller 4-letter dance, by the way, Brian. I have it. Where it is, I don't know, but I'm gonna take a look for it. I heard Doc a little while ago mention this band, so I'm gonna play something by this band. This is of course the one and only Devo, and this is the title cut from their Freedom of Choice album. Enjoy. from Detroit. So I guess for Robert P. and Doc Dacus, Devo, and Freedom of Choice. That was an album, title cut from an album, among other things. I don't have a lot to say about that, actually. I didn't have that one pulled. I just went and pulled it. Um, Turns out I don't have But a Dance on a 45. Brian, I'm sorry. You can't have everything, you know. I wish I did. I can look for just some Bobby Fuller. I have one or two, but I'm pretty sure I don't have What a Dance. I don't know why I thought I did. I was confusing it with another song, actually. Um, but speaking of Doc, I'm not making this a Doc Dockish show, but Doc seems to like to put up the words to TV themes. That seems to be one of the things that he likes doing lately. So Doc can sing along with this. Here's Pratt and McLean and the theme from Happy Days.
Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. Saturday, what a day. Rock and roll people do. This day's ours to demand. This day's ours to demand. Sunshine, my rain, shine my school ring on my chain. She's my steady, I'm her man. I'm gonna love her all I can. Today's ours to demand. Today's ours to demand. Cruise her around the town, show everybody what I found. Rock and roll with all my friends. The music never ends. Today's Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. Saturday, what a day. Rock and all people do. This day's ours to demand. This day's ours to demand. Great sky, hello blue. Stay and hold me when I hold you. Feel so right, can't be wrong. We're rocking and rolling all week long. This is ours to demand. This is ours to demand. Hello sunshine, goodbye rain. She's wearing my school ring on her chain. She's my steady, I'm her man. I'm gonna let her all I can. This is ours to demand. This is ours to demand.
Yeah, Tom's Vinyl Shack. The show was half over by the time the theme song got over. No, this is clearly the record, the long version of the Happy Days theme song by Pratt and McLean. I think this is a French 45. I have a lot of French 45s. For a while, you could find them on eBay dirt cheap with basically free or very cheap shipping. So I was buying bunches of stuff for a while. Whatever you find, 145 you want on somebody's site, and then you just look through and see what else you can get for literally no additional shipping, cheap, and you buy them. um I was on a stream earlier, I think, and may have been talking about this song. I can't remember. I was talking about it somewhere to somebody. Maybe it was yesterday, but I got to change speeds here. This is a flexi disc. See? This came in a magazine in the 90s called Bob. That was the name of the magazine. I gotta wait a second for the belt to tighten up. And Bob was a really cheap magazine where it, it featured new music, bands that most people never heard of, and they put in a free flexi disc in every issue. And I picked up this particular one because it had a flexi disc by one of my favorite artists doing a cover that you can't get anywhere else. So it's going to take forever for the turntable to start up once you change speeds. The only downfall of the U-turn orbit. Okay, it's up to speed. This is Mr. Paul Westerberg of the Replacements covering Mama Cass Elliot, but I like it. This is make your own kind of music if it ever starts.
Nobody can tell you there's only one song worth singing. They may try and sell you, cause it hangs them on. They see someone like you gotta make your own kind of music. Sing your own special song. Make your own kind of music. You nobody else in the world. You can't be alone. The loneliest kind of lonely. It may be wrong just to do nothing. The hardest thing to do. You gotta make your own kind of music. Sing your own special song. Make your own kind of music. You don't know how to let it go. If you know nothing more, love must be going out of this world. You gotta make your own kind of music. Sing your own special song. Make your own kind of music. You gotta make your own kind of music. Sing your own special song. Make your own kind of
Mama Cass Elliot was just rolling over in her grave. That's Paul Westerberg, of course, of the Replacements. And make your own kind of music. A flexi disc from a magazine called Bob. It was out for only a few years, I believe. They usually had two songs on them, one sided, nothing on the other side. And really, really flexi disky because they're a flexi disc. But it's a record. You don't want to play it much because it's a flexi disc, but It's a cool record, and I don't know if that's appeared anywhere else. There's Rhino put a CD out called Resterberg. It might be on the Resterberg CD. I'm not sure. That would be the only other place it would be. Um, and in that chat the other night, um, I think we from time to time anyway, we've talked about this band, Pauline and Lisa and I and Dusty maybe. This is the Cardigans, and this is probably the only Cardigans record I own. I bought this in London actually. It's on white vinyl, the UK pressing. I probably bought it in an HMV in London, and this is their biggest hit, at least in America. And as I didn't increase the speed, that might help. Okay. This is the Cardigans with Love Fool. This one is for Paulina. Welcome, Paulina. The Cardigans with Love Fool, and that's enough pop for tonight, I think. Pop is not my thing. That's okay though. That's a pretty good song. There's quite a bit of pop I like actually, but I would rather listen to rock and roll or early R&B or even lounge over pop really. Um, but the Cardigans are okay. I liked them in the '90s. I liked them enough to bring this home with me from London. So I like them that much. Anyway, so there you go. That was for Paulina. And Tom's Vinyl Shack asks, Do I have any Yardbirds B-sides? Well, I have this handy. Now, I don't know if this actually came out as a 45 or not. This was a record store release a bunch of while ago. It's the Yardbirds, 10 Little Indians, which is obscure enough as it is. But the B-side of this is Drinking Muddy Water. So we're going to play the Yardbirds, Drinking Muddy Water on a Sunday's reissue. Nice reissue. They made it look like a promo 45 on Epic, and pretty cool. So here we go. The Yardbirds by request, Drinking Muddy Water. Enjoy. And thank you all for showing up, by the way. I really appreciate
Well, I've been running, trying to lose my mind. I've been running, trying to lose my mind. Ever since you told me that you were mine. I've been drinking money since I've been running away. I've been cheated out of love.
The Yardbirds, a reissue from Record Store Day a bunch of years back on Sundays. It's a B-side of 10 Little Indians. Yes, it was a Nilsson song. That was Drinking Muddy Water. Here you go, by request. I will play requests if I can find them. Still looking for some Bobby Fuller 4. Haven't found any yet. I only have like 245s, and who knows where they are. But anyway, in the meantime, let's get a little politically incorrect, shall we? This is the Electric Indian, and this was a hit, believe it or not. This is a great tune called Kimosabi. It's a great instrumental. I don't know if it's great. It's interesting. Enjoy it anyway. Kimosabi by the Electric Indian. I have popcorn laying around here somewhere too. Um, both big hits in the early 70s, um, which was great because you could still have an instrumental hit through the mid 70s was pretty cool. After that, you kind of, well, there were a few. I guess there were a couple in the 80s, but there were literally a couple of hundred every year before like 1966. Instrumentals were huge, and then they sort of died off. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm reading the comments here about all the stuff. I didn't pull anything out for the next one, so I just grabbed this because it was in front. Because I'm still looking as I drop it, and there goes the records. Great, that's good for records. Drop them on the floor. I actually bought this from England, um, and let me see. Yeah, it's the first cut too, so I'm happy of that. And it does play at 45. Great. This is a UK import. I imported it myself because I was looking for the original version of the song. This is a song that Paul McCartney does on his Kisses on the Bottom album. And I was curious, I was very curious to know what the original version sounded like. And the original version is by Fats Waller and barely released in America. Um, so I got it from this British EP, Fats Waller and his rhythm, Unforgettable Fats. And the song I'm referring to is My Good Friend, the Milkman, or is it Mailman? I always forget. And he talks about the milkman, and it is milkman. Ah, 'cause he talks more about the mailman, but it's my good friend the milkman is the original version. So if you know that Paul McCartney kisses on the bottom album, it's my favorite song on that album. And this is Fats Waller's original version of my good friend the milkman. Enjoy it.
My very good friend, the milkman said that I've been losing too much sleep. He doesn't like the hours I keep. He suggests that you should marry me. Alternatively, my very good friend, the mailman said that it would make it worth less if we both had the same address. And he suggests that you should marry me. And there's a very friendly fellow who brings all the latest real estate news. And every day he sends me blueprints of cottages with country views. My very good friends and neighbors say they've been watching little things I do. And they believe that I love you. So I suggest that you should marry me. Ah, yeah. Here's that boy with that really big news, baby. How you like your fruit dress, huh? Like your body, what you do? Well, like y'all, man. Oh, my very good friends and neighbors, they've been watching little things I do. If they believe I love you, dear, so I suggest that you can marry me. Let the band play Here Comes the Bride. And it's on.
Fats Waller with his original version of My Very Good Friend the Milkman on his Master's Voice Records. Um, it's weird that in America was about the only country where RCA and Victor were one company. In most countries, they were different. And then there was his Master's Voice, which was a third company. And in America, they were all the same. But in most of the world, that was three different record labels. Um, I find that interesting how somehow they all got merged in America, but eventually they did everywhere. But they all started out independently. But there was never like his Master's Voice in America. There was never Victor in America. It was always RCA Victor. I don't know. I just find that weird. Here's a nice promo 45. I didn't know this was a promo. So if I have a mono side, and I do, since we're in mono tonight, I'm gonna play the mono side. So this is probably, believe it or not, my favorite Steelers Wheel song. And it is not Stuck in the Middle with You. That's probably my second favorite Steelers Wheel song. But maybe even my third. I don't know. But this is probably my favorite. This is a great song. This is their other top 40 hit. This is a great track called Star. Jerry Rafferty, Joe Egan, Steelers Wheel.
So they made you a star. Now your head's in the clouds. And you're walking down the street with your feet off the ground. They read in the press all about your success. They believe every word that you're told. After all you've been through, tell me what will you do when you find yourself out in the cold? Ah, tell me. Ah, tell me. When you appear on the stage, there's a standing ovation. You really like your performance. You're the biggest sensation. You break through the door, and when you take a floor, you expect to have it all to yourself. After all you've been through, tell me what will you do when you find yourself back on the shelf? Ah, tell me. Ah, tell me. You reach through the door, and when you take a floor, you expect to have it all to yourself. After all you've been through, tell me what will you do when you find yourself back on the shelf? Ah, tell me. Ah, tell me. Ooh.
Star by Steelers Wheel, promo copy, A&M Records. Mono one side, stereo the other. We listened to everything in mono tonight, so I played the mono side of Star. I have two copies of this picture sleeve, but one has a hole punched in the center where somebody put it on a spindle to hold 45s. Wasn't that nice of them? But eventually I found a much nicer copy. Going back to TV themes here for a minute. One of my favorites, and I'm really just playing it because I have a nice picture sleeve to go with it. This is a reissue from probably the 80s. It's got a barcode on it, so I'm guessing it's from the 80s. This is Neil Hefti, and possibly my all-time favorite television theme song. It's certainly up there. Here's Neil Hefti with the theme from Batman. Neil Hefti, and again, one of my favorite all-time TV themes. How can you go wrong with that? Everybody covered that song, yes, including the Who and the Jam. But even Al Hurt covered Batman. The is it the Marquettes, is that they covered it? So many people covered Batman. It was an iconic 60s theme song. And since the Who and the Jam got mentioned, I thought I would play both of them. In fact, there is the Who's version. Why not? I never do this. You guys are tolerant, right? Sure, you guys are tolerant. Is this play at 45? I just want to make sure that hopefully this plays. Yes, plays at 45. So speaking, I do have the Jams version, probably on 45 somewhere, but we're not going to hear that. But why not? Let's hear the Who covering the same song. Let's try that out. Yeah, the Who's version is pretty short, thank goodness. The Who with Batman from an EP called Ready Steady Who. This came out, I think that this might have been a record store day release a few years ago. I'm not sure. Um, but there you go, a Ready Steady Who. Yeah, I use a Cork mat. Not only does it cut down on static, it also increases bass. So Cork is my favorite way to go as far as a record mat goes. It has all the desirable effects I want. But I do have a turntable where if I use a Cork mat, it's actually too much bass. But this this one it actually is like perfect for my ears. And I said I was going to play the jam. This is a UK import 45 of. This is maybe the first jam song I ever heard because I lived in a county, a little town where punk just flew right over us. We never heard it, but I heard this on MTV about 81, I'm guessing. Um, Here's a jam with A Town Called Malice. The jam with A Town Called Malice, UK import on Polydor, I'm assuming. And good night, Doc Docus, if you're still here. Thank you for stopping by. And hello Dan Goucher. I don't know how long you've been here, but I haven't said hello to you yet. So hello, welcome everybody. Got 22 people in here right now. We've had a high of 29, which is just about the most people that were ever here. So thank you all for stopping by. Um, I really, really appreciate it. And again, if there's anything you want to hear, no promises. I have a lot of records and they're not in any order for the most part. So, and I couldn't find the Bobby 4-4. I gave up. Sorry about that. But there you go. I mean, if I run across it, I'll still play it, but I'm doubting that I will. I think I only have one or two 45s. Gosh, for all I know, they're right in front of me. I haven't even looked in the obvious places yet. Um, somebody mentioned Johnny Cash earlier, and I take mentions as requests. I know I shouldn't, but I don't have any agenda here or anything like that. So we're gonna do and if Dusty might like this if he's still here, I don't know. But we're gonna do Johnny Cash covering Depeche Mode. And so here we go. Johnny Cash and his version of Personal Jesus. Enjoy it, won't you?
Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. Take second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest, you need to confess. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone to care. Feeling unknown and you're all alone. Flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith.
Johnny Cash covering Depeche Mode on the American Recordings label. Of course, produced by Rick Rubin. The band on most of these after the first one is the Heartbreakers, Tom Petty along with them. Um, There's other musicians on some and other people playing with them, but these are basically Tom Petty albums as far as the music goes. And Tom Petty would actually, people don't know this, would pick out the songs for Johnny because they would make demo or compilations for Johnny to listen to, and he would go, "Well, I can't hear me doing this. I can't hear it." So then Patty would go and make really quick demos of a stripped down version of the song for Johnny and play those for Johnny, and Johnny would go, "Oh yeah, I like that one. Oh yeah, I like that one," and then they would record it. And that's what he did for Personal Jesus. That's what he did for Hurt. A lot of those songs. So somewhere out there in the vaults are Tom Petty versions of all of these songs, which would be great to hear someday. I got a request for a Holly song I do not have. Um, Would You Believe? But I do have the Hollies Carrie Ann in a picture sleeve, so I'll play that. I don't even know Would You Believe, to be honest. I don't know what that is. And I think this record may not be in the best of condition, but it's an original on Epic and it has a picture sleeve, so what the heck. Here's the Hollies with Carrie Ann. Yeah, not in the best of shape.
When we were at school, our games were simple. I played a janitor, you played a monitor. Then you played with all the boys and prefects. What's the attraction in what they're doing? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? How can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? How can anybody play? You were always something special to me, quite independent, never caring. You lost your charm as you were aging. Where is your magic disappearing? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? How can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? How can anybody play? You're so like a woman to me. So like a woman to me. Like a woman to me. Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? How can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? How can anybody play? People never learn, but you're still learning. You use my mind and I'll be your teacher. When the lesson's over, you'll be with me. And I'll hear the other people say, hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? How can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? How can anybody play? Carrie Ann.
The Hollies on a styrene record because it's on Epic. And Carrie Ann, did I even show the picture sleeve? I may not have. I'm gonna leave it in the plastic. It's not in the best of shape. But when you pick things up cheap in picture sleeves, you don't worry too much about the condition. You're just happy to have it in a picture sleeve. So there you go, the Hollies. Carrie Ann. I was looking for something, but I can't find it as always. Um, this is a record probably almost no one heard, and it's a shame because it's pretty good. Um, a few years ago, gotta find the right. There it is. Find the right side of the single here. Um, the car is reformed, and before, of course, before Rick Ocasek died, and they put out an album, and from that album, before the album came out, like a year before the album came out, they put out this 45 called "Sad Song," and it's actually really good. So if you like the Cars, maybe you haven't heard this, and you should. It's pretty good. So here's the Cars with "Sad Song." Enjoy. If it ever comes on.
Too many screamers wearing a mask. Too many dreamers looking for the ones that last. Too many eyes looking for hope. Too many tears looking for a way to cope. It's just a sad song. Before too long. It's just a sad song. It won't take long. Too many thoughts breaking the sky. Too many temples feeling like a missile. Too many clouds darkening your day. Too many raindrops falling on your front face. Every day. It's just a sad song before too long. It's just a sad song. It's just a sad song before too long. It's just a sad song and it won't take long. Too many heartaches waiting to strike. Too many clowns saying everything's alright. Too many fires scorching your mind. Too many preachers saying what you should find. The streets are it's just a sad song before too long. It's just a sad song and it won't take long. It's just a sad song before too long. It's just a sad song and it won't take long. It's just a sad song, a sad song. It's just a sad song when you hear it. It's just a sad song, a sad song. It's just a sad song and it won't take long.
The Cars with a sad song. That's one you don't hear on the radio every day. Anybody else running out of steam? I'm running out of steam a little bit, but I guess I'll try to keep this going till midnight, maybe something like that. Midnight my time. So another 45 minutes, something like that. Um, any requests? Let me know. Anything I can do for anybody? Let me know. Didn't this have a? I guess this didn't have a sleeve, a plastic cover. That's not good. Should have a plastic cover. Everything should have a plastic cover. Anyway, Cars, sad song. Um, Mr. Beetle Pro requested Snoopy versus the Red Baron. I might have that somewhere, but I can't find it. But seeing as it's November, and November seems to be the legitimate time when you can start, although I don't agree with it, we will hear a Snoopy song by the Royal Guardsmen. Merry Christmas, everyone. Blame Mr. Beetle Pro, by the way.
The news had come out in the First World War. The bloody red baron was flying once more. The Allied command ignored all of its men and called on Snoopy to do it again. Was the night before Christmas, boarded below. And Snoopy went up in search of his foe. The slight red baron, fiercely red fought, with ice on his wings, and Billy was stuffed. Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, rang out from the land, asking peace of all the world and goodwill to man. The baron had Snoopy dead in his sights. He reached for the trigger to put up the fight. Why he didn't shoot, well, we'll never know. Or was it the bells from the village below? Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ringing through the land, bringing peace to all the world and goodwill to man. The baron made Snoopy fight to the right and forced him to land behind the enemy lines. Snoopy was certain that this was the end when the baron cried out, "Merry Christmas, my friend!" The baron then offered a holiday toast, and Snoopy, our hero, saluted his host. And then with a roar, they were on their way. Snow and they meet on some other day. Christmas bells, Christmas bells, ringing through the land, bringing peace to all the world and goodwill to man. Christmas bells, Christmas bells, ringing through the land, bringing peace to all the world and goodwill to man.
I actually prefer the B side of this one, but that was Snoopy's Christmas on Lori Records. Um, Somewhere I have Baby Let's Wait and Snoopy versus the Red Baron, but I have no idea where it is. Um, but I knew where this was, so that's what we get. There we go, breaking the Christmas cherry, as it were. This next one is a guy that I kind of love. Little Richard knew this guy and studied him, studied him a lot. It's a guy called Escarita. This is another French 45. Um, and Escarita did soul. He only made a few records well after Little Richard did, but he was around before Little Richard was. And Little Richard learned a lot from this man. And when you hear this record, you'll know why. This is a song called Hole in My Heart by Escarita. Um, it might sound a little familiar-ish.
Don't want you no more. You running my life. Now you calling me strange style. Won't do you no good. Spinning power. Hole in my heart and all my life. We got oh, baby, don't cry. Don't feel no fuss. Don't break no shot. Hole in my heart and my lovely God. Gallop in my heart every time you lie. Broke real slowly deep inside. Took a long, long time. But there's no doubt. Hole in my heart and all my life. We got oh, baby, don't cry. Don't feel no fuss. Don't break no shot. Hole in my heart and my lovely God. Fella play my heart every time you lie. It broke real slowly from deep inside. It took a long, long time. There's no doubt. Hole in my heart and all my life. We got oh, baby, goodbye. Just a bit down, but don't break no shout. Hole in my heart and my lovely God. Just a bit down, but don't break no shout. Hole in my heart and my lovely God.
I'm here, I'm here. That was Escarita with Hole in My Heart. Again, Little Richard learned a lot from Mr. Escarita. I think it's fairly obvious there. And everybody says, yeah, but Little Richard recorded first. And he did. But Escarita even wore his hair like Little Richard. But Little Richard, again, he did it first. Wore makeup, wore his hair piled high. All of this stuff Little Richard saw and said, hey. And I'm not going to get into why they did all that, but there were definite reasons for it. Professional reasons that made them able to do what they did. They wouldn't have been able to do that actually if they didn't concede to that. Anyway, the more I hear this song, the more I really, really like it. This next one, this is a Dion song, and it's called Born to Cry. And I first heard this on an EP from a company called El Toro Records. And then I come to find out I have it in a picture sleeve. And I didn't even know this. This probably isn't in nearly the condition that the EP is, but I'm going to play it in the original picture sleeve. Dion and I Was Born to Cry. This is just a great song that not enough people know. So here we go. A little Dion DiMucci. And I Was Born to Cry.
I'd like to tell you something about the good and the bad. I wish today the world, my friends, would stop being sad. There's so much evil around us. I feel that I could die. And I know, yeah, that I was born to cry when anybody ever told me what's wrong. The things I have done, I can't remember half, not even one day apart. I don't know what I'm doing. If I do, it's a lie. But I know that I was born to cry and cry. Every girl I ever loved gonna step right off the beat. I'm gonna have a friend once, but he kicked out my teeth. The things I like and what I have, I can't even buy. But I know, yeah, that I was born to cry. But I know someday, and maybe soon, that master will fall. And when he does, I'll tell you something. I won't cry at all. Until it happens, folks, I'll sail with that tide. And I know that I was born to cry. Well, I said, cry. I know someday and maybe soon that master will call. And when he does, I'll tell you something I won't cry at all. Until it happens, folks, I guess I'll sail with the tide. And I know that I was born to cry.
Dion DiMucci in a record that I think is just fantastic. Everybody knows The Wanderer and, Lovers Who Wander and maybe even Drip Drop. What's the other one he covered by the Drifters? Covered two by the Drifters, I think. Ruby Baby. But I Was Born to Cry is just a fantastic song. And I've just realized I have not pulled another record. Yeah, Brinley, his name is Escarito, and Foxy is right. He is the face of Norton Records. In fact, somewhere I've got a Norton picture, a postcard. They send out postcards, and I've got one of Escarito, which is their logo. And I didn't pull a record. Right. Yeah, this will drag things down a bit. This is Mr. Bing Crosby. I've been reading a biography on him. He's an interesting man, and before people start going into he beat his kids and all that, this biography only goes to 1940. So he's not that Bing Crosby. Whether he ever actually did all that stuff, we don't know. We'll never know. And the song I wanted to play is the second cut on this EP, unfortunately. So I'm not going to play that cut. I'm going to play, I don't know what I'm going to, I am going to try to play that cut. This will take me a minute to cue this up because does this play at 45? It doesn't tell me. Yes, it does. Okay. This is a song that George Harrison covered, which is why I wanted to play it. This is Bing's version of Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. And this is why I play 45s. Because I don't have to cue like this. It'll get there in a second. Okay, there we go. So here's Bing Crosby. You George Harrison fans will at least know the song anyway.
I don't want you, but I hate to lose you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I forgive you, 'cause I can't forget you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I'd ought to cross you off my list, but when you come knocking at my door, fate seems to give my heart a twist. I come running back for more. I should hate you, but I guess I love you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Now sweet it is. Made it. I don't want you, but I hate to lose you. You got me between the devil and the deep blue sea. I forgive you, 'cause I can't forget you. You got me between the devil and the deep blue sea. I'd ought to cross you off my list, but when you come knocking at my door, it seems to give my heart a twist. I come running back no more. Oh, I should hate you, but I guess I love you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Bing Crosby, of course, a song that George Harrison covered. And yes, George Harrison was actually a fairly big fan of Bing Crosby. The Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. That's from an EP called New Tricks. It's an original EP from, I'm assuming, the 50s at some point. I don't know exactly when. But that was better than I thought it'd be. Actually, I didn't know that his version of that wasn't bad. There's, of course, Bing on the cover there. Anyway, I'm looking for another 45, so I didn't have time to pull what I wanted to play. But this is a great tune. It's a great power pop sort of tune. Only I don't know which is the A side. Does it tell me on here anywhere? Or the A side, which is the A side? I'm not seeing it anywhere. Which, come on, guys, you shouldn't do this. It's got custom labels on both sides. Only one side is even etched. Oh, there's the etching, but it doesn't tell me which is which. Well, I'm going to take a guess. They're coming forward on this, so I'm going to take a guess. This is the A side. This is a great band called the Velvet Crush, and I love this song. This is a great song called "Hold Me Up." Maybe we got a 50-50 chance this is "Hold Me Up."
It's too long. Suffer as it is. Linger on and on. Miles and miles away. Hold me up and up. Hold me up and up. Time down the road. Nothing much to show. Suffer as the days. Linger on and on. Miles and miles away. Hold me up and up. Hold me up and up. Take you down and out of sight. Be found to be alright. On the phone, wasted space at home. Suffer as the days. Linger on and on. Miles and miles away. Hold me up, hold me up.
Yeah. Oh, those guys. Matthew Sweet worked on some of their stuff a little bit. And Rick Mank was sometimes, I think, Matthew Sweet's drummer, and I think he played with the Posies once in a while as well. He's in this band. Pretty good drummer. Hold Me Up, the Velvet Crush, if I didn't show it before. There it is. And somebody, it may have been Mr. Beatles Pearl. Somebody, I don't know if it was um, just a comment or what, but somebody mentioned Jailhouse Rock earlier. So I'm going to play Jailhouse Rock by the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. And I played Ramones earlier. I'm looking for something else. But I did play I Want to Be Sedated earlier. But I'll see if I can find something else on 45. I'm not sure where any would be, though. But I'm looking. Anyway, here's the king while I look.
Walking through a party in the county jail. The prison man was there, they began to wait. The man was jumping and the drum began to swing. You should have heard the knocked out jailbird sing. Let it rock. Everybody let it rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Spider Murphy played his tenor saxophone. Little Joe was blowing on the slide trombone. The drummer pulled the melon on the crack boom bang. The whole rhythm section was a purple gang. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Number 47 said to number 3, you the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure would be delighted with your company. Come on and do the jailhouse rock with me. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Sad sack was sitting on a block of stone. Over in the corner weeping all alone. The one said, hey buddy, don't you be no square. You can't find a partner, use a wooden chair. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Shift to every second bucks for heaven's sake. The one's looking out just to make a break. But they turn the shift and he said, Nix, Nix. I wanna stick around and wanna get my kick. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. 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 Dancing to the jailhouse rock.
The king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, with Dancing to the Jailhouse Rock. Clearly a reissue probably from the 70s sometime on RCA Records. Better sounding record than I thought it would be, though. So there's that. Still looking for Ramones. I don't know where any is. Nothing is in order around here. Problem is, I do podcasts, and records get left out after I do the podcasts, and it turns everything into a mess. But I've got something that's really good that's not the Ramones. It's a band called The Professionals, which consisted of Cook and Jones of the Sex Pistols, along with, why can't I think of his name? The bass player from The Clash. I can't remember his name right now, But it's a great record called "Join the Professionals." It's on Virgin out of the UK, and I love this record. So this might satisfy your Ramones cravings. I don't know.
Yeah, I wanna see the world today, but I wanna like that things I see. I'm 2, 3, 4, ain't no stop. Cool up, cool in one city. The comments are coming that I hate inside. Who cares who knows? Maybe I will one day. Who knows what I'm gonna see? Who knows what God's all will be? Join a professional, be a professional. Join a professional tonight. I keep it every for years. Wouldn't get me coming better. Shut it down, she's ready for me. Do you really have to say what goes on every day? That's your country, that much to you. What you're gonna see, who knows when your time will be? Join a professional, be a professional. Join a professional tonight. Join a professional, be a professional. Join a professional tonight. Who knows what you're gonna see? Who knows when your time will be? Join a professional, be a professional. Join a professional tonight. Join a professional, be a professional. Join a professional tonight. Join a professional, be a professional. Don't gotta be right. Join a professional, be a professional. Join a professional tonight.
The Professionals, Cook Jones, and gosh, why can't I think of that bass player's name? But anyway, um, that comes from a film called Ladies and Gentlemen Introducing the Fabulous Stains, which is a really good B movie. Cooking, the three of them are in it, but forget the actor's name, but the guy that plays the leader of the band actually sings on it. And there's a pile of CDs. That was fun. Um, it's because I was accidentally kicking them. Anyway, this is live, folks. There you go. Join the Professionals by the Professionals, and check out Introducing the Fabulous Stains. Great movie. Now the two records that I wanted to play are way over here. Okay, got the records. Gosh, this is fun. Well, I'll be cleaning this up while the next couple of records are on. I did find some Ramones if you're still there, Mr. Beta Pro. I hope you are. This is from a record store day a few years ago. And I was looking specifically for this one, mostly because I thought I might be able to find it. But this is the original demo of the Ramones' Judy is a Punk. So this is like from 74 or 75. This is really early Ramones. And the demo of Judy is a Punk. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you're still there. Short and sweet, but there's a piano in that, which I find interesting in a Ramones record. Judy is a Punk, their original demo from, I would guess, 1975, something like that. This came out a few record store days ago. This was actually a VCLT to me from Randy, Dead Wet 66, sent that to me quite a long time ago. And still have it. I'll always have it. I always keep any VCLT that people send to me. So thank you again, Randy, for that. Fantastic 45. And still cleaning up CDs that fell over. Could have used a longer record there. I'm glad you're still there, Beetle Pro, and anybody else. Oh, we're up to 16 again. So say hello if you just got here. And all of that kind of stuff. And okay, this is side A. Okay, it says this is the Backbeat Band. Ringo liked this. Ringo said this was actually what the Beatles sounded like in Hamburg in like 60 and 61. Not being on the stage with them, but sitting in the audience watching them. So I don't know. But this is the Backstreet Band from the movie Backbeat. Actually, the Backbeat Band, not the Backstreet Band, from the movie Backbeat. And nothing to see on the picture sleeve really, but there you go. And Dave Grohl, among others, was in this band. And here we go. This is the Backstreet Band's version of Money.
The best things in life are free, but you can't give them to the birds and bees. I need more. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Your love give me such a thrill, but your love don't pay my bills. I need more. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Backbeat Band with their version of Money. Kimba's still here. I'm surprised. I'm glad. Mr. Beetle Pearl's still here. Fox Guy's still here. Kingsman does do a very good version of Money. A lot of people do. It's a band called the D-Men. I think they do a really good version of Money. I could be wrong. It was somebody I was listening to lately. I'm thinking it was the D-Men, but it might not have been. This is a band that I first heard on Little Steven's Underground Garage, and I fell in love with them. The first thing I ever heard was a band's called the Dolmans, and they covered Holiday Road by Lindsey Buckingham. But this is even better. This is the Dolmans on green vinyl. They're covering Susie Quattro, and I think the best song she ever recorded, called Tear Me Apart. And their version, I think, is just amazing. So here's the Dolmans covering Susie Quattro.
Straight out of Texas, down around San Antonio. Straight out of heaven, sweeter than you've ever known. Don't let me hear that sweet kiss. They put your hands on me, I'll drive you insane. So tear me apart if you wanna win my heart. Tear me apart if you wanna win my heart. Well, I've been seen in the back of a limousine. I may not own it, but it's bigger than you've ever seen. She'll ride around and think she's a star. If you please, she's the keys you won't get far. So tear me apart if you wanna win my heart. Tear me apart if you wanna win my heart. I'll make your legs start shaking every time you hear my name. And there'll be no heartbreaking, and you know you'll never be the same. Don't talk to me about Louisiana soup, 'cause you can't do the things that I can do. So tear me apart if you wanna win my heart. Tear me apart if you wanna win my heart. I'm gonna say goodbye to the lights of San Antonio. I'm leaving Hollywood Hills, and there I'm gonna make my home. Now I don't give a damn what they think they've seen, 'cause they ain't seen nothing like the Texas Queen. So tear me apart if you wanna win my heart. Oh, tear me apart if you wanna win my heart. Tear me apart. Tear me apart. Tear me apart if you wanna win my heart. Oh, tear me apart. Tear me apart. Tear me apart if you wanna win my heart.
The Dolmans covering Susie Quattro with Tear Me Apart. I love this record. I really, really do. I might like it better than Susie Quattro's. It's close anyway. It's a really good version of this record. Well, anyway, I'm gonna play three more tracks. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna tell you right now. To be honest, I'm surprised I'm still on the air because I've been playing way more sort of YouTube takedown worthy songs than I normally play. I've been playing a lot of big names. I played Elvis. I've been playing a lot of stuff that can get you shut down, and I'm still here. So, you know, I'm gonna play a song to end with. Stick around for the end. If you're still here, there's only three more songs. So stick around to the end, and I'm going to do a very big dare. I'm going to do an opening too. I'm going to open this sealed record live, and it's going to be mono, but I'm going to play a pretty um, a new record, a brand new record, and I'm sure you've heard of it, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. But from now to then, we're going to hear Big Star and an alternate mix of Feel, which I just love. Big Star, one of my favorite bands. Beans, gosh, love you. Beans loved Big Star. I love Big Star. Who doesn't love Big Star? It's from a single that came out. I think this came out around the time of the Rhino box set. Um, yeah, here's an alternate mix of Big Star's Feel. Enjoy, and then a couple more songs, and we're out of here. Well, if anybody's still there, that was traumatic. My laptop fell from about 5 feet high, and I thought it was done for. Um, I guess we're not going to hear my special surprise at the end. I was going to crack open my now and then 12-inch and play it, but I'm not going to do that now. Sorry about that. I really feel awful. I don't know if I tripped on the cord or if it just fell. It could have been either one. But I just heard a loud boom. I wasn't really anywhere near it when it happened. And there it went. And I was like, oh God, this isn't good. And it's taken me all this time to get it back on. It wouldn't come back on. And I'm like, oh, I busted it. But apparently I didn't. But I can't believe there's still this many people here. So I'll talk for a minute, but that's going to be it for the music. Unfortunately, I'm not setting it back up again. I had to unplug everything to even put it on my desk. It wouldn't do anything over where it was. I had to turn it off for a minute. Hope it wouldn't even turn off. It wouldn't. It wasn't on, but it wouldn't turn off. I would hit the power button, and the screen would flick on for a second, and then go off. And I'm like, oh man, I've killed this thing. But this is my old one, by the way. It's not my new one. So even if I killed it, it's not that big a deal. But I didn't. So anyway, thank you all for sticking around. I don't know what you saw. It was probably pretty interesting. Yeah, it would have been now and then in mono. But yeah, I'm not going to do it now because I'd have to hook up the power cord again, and to see your comments, I have to hook up the I had to hook it up to my monitor again, and it knocked a whole bunch of stuff over again, which be it's it's life telling me it's time to stop. So I did, but I do want to thank you all for sticking around and for coming in the first place. Again, we had 29 people here, which is about the most I've ever had. I may have had 30 or 31 once a long time ago, but for me, 29 is great. So thank you all, and thank you all for sticking around watching nothing for like 10 minutes while I got this thing working again. Um, and again, thank you all. Thank you by name. Thank you, AZ Mick. Thank you, Starman Brindley. Thank you, Paulina. Thank you, Rob Stewart, for hanging on. Kimba's probably still hanging on, so thank you. Anybody else? Mr. Beetle Bro, thank you. Christian D, thank you. And Fox Guy, thank you. And scrolling up here, Scotty Strychnine, thank you. And anybody I'm missing, you know who you are. Thank you all for just showing up. I really appreciate it. And we can do it again. I want to do one for Christmas. I don't know if I'll do one before that. Maybe not. I want to do a Christmas one. I know a lot of people hate Christmas music, but so around Christmas time, I want to do one of these and see what happens after that. And anyway, so we missed the Beatles now and then. And I was also going to play Emmett Rhodes covering the Bee Gees. How can you mend a broken heart? But we'll hear him one of these days. And I know you only got to hear part of the Big Star single. Sorry about that. That scared the crap out of me, actually. And when I saw it laying on the ground, I was like, oh God. And then, like I said, it wouldn't come on, it wouldn't go off. It was just stuck in limbo. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for just being nice people. I think most people know by now that I'm tired of the negativity. I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of all that crap. And none of you guys have that. And that's what's great. And that's why I do these things. And I hate to use the word because as soon as you use the word, they come. But I mean, pretty much troll free. I don't know if I've ever had one on one of these things, which is amazing. And it's because you guys are so great and so positive. And I'm sorry I can't get to all your requests because I don't, if I have the record, I don't know where it is. I'm very disorganized when it comes to that stuff. But again, thank you all so much for stopping by. And I know I don't think if Steven was here tonight, he's been lurking, but I wish him the best of health, and I hope he's back next Tuesday with another ski lodge. And that's about it from me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll catch you next time, I guess. And sorry about it was a very poor start and a very poor ending. The rest of it I think went pretty well. So again, thank you, and I'll catch you next time. Okay? Okay. Bye guys. Thank you again so much. Take care all.